all these lovely people here. Yeah, so I think I have an odd tolerance to alcohol, because I can drink one drink an hour, drink all night, no problems. Or I can drink 2 drinks an hour, and then I'll just be at your place after last call trying to rearrange all your furniture into a functioning speaking spell. At least that's what I think I'll be doing. It's more like dancing an epileptic version of the robot, knocking all your expensive shit on the floor, and then beatboxing very aggressively on top of your favorite bluegrass song. 3 drinks an hour, I'm fine. Actually, I'm going to help you negotiate lower payments on your utility bills, 4 drinks an hour, I might need to borrow some money, and for you to tell the fucking cops you never heard my name or seen anybody fit my description. 5 drinks an hour, listen, I'm sorry, let me clean up this mess, I'll pay for all the damages, 6 drinks, a lot of blood. 7 drinks, there's still a lot of blood, but now I'm going to teach you all my killer dance moves, and I can keep going back and forth like that all night, but it's usually around drink 24, there's going to be a donkey show, and your mom's going to be very disappointed, and also very confused as to how she ended up on that stage in Tijuana. So, anybody else go to a bar and all the Irish people have to try and one-up your depressing story? And it's like, what kind of trophy are you trying to win here? Most sad, pathetic example of human tragedy in the shitty dive bar? I'm sorry, but Facefuck Freddy over there has had that title for years and he ain't budging, He just came up to me the other night. He was like, hey, give me $1, I'll spit on your dick for you. And it's like, whoa. I'm sorry, lady, you're not going to beat that even if your kid does have undiagnosed ADHD and your husband loves fishing more than you. Sorry, you're going to have to excuse my autism. I don't pick up on social cues that well, so I just assume that everybody's trying to have sex with me all the time. As a 40-year-old autistic trans woman, I spend a lot of time worrying about what people think. Like, am I attractive? Are they going to love and accept me? Or, which playground it's okay for me to take a piss in? But my transition's going great, my boobs are coming in nicely. I can finally feel feelings for a change, and I'm becoming just like any other basic bitch who can't drive or do math. And so I've been hearing a lot of you neurotypicals have been calling us people on the spectrum retarded. It's like, hey, just because we ask a lot of seemingly obvious questions doesn't make us slow. Did you ever think that us retards think that what you normal people talk about is vague, vapid, and fucking stupid? You're never going to catch a retard in a lie because we just blurt out whatever comes to mind no matter how inappropriate, hey, I think my dick's maybe bigger than yours. Like, okay, ma'am, are you here to pick up a prescription? Or, I don't need to pick up on sarcasm to know that you're an asshole, don't do that thing where you dump a box of toothpicks on the floor and expect us to magically know how many of them are, you fucking count them. I got retard shit to do. It's 347, by the way. One time I was walking out of my apartment and there's a guy just milling around in rush hour traffic, and then he got hit by a truck and flung like a UPS package. Just broken and bashed all over the sidewalk, and my first instinct was to rush over and see if he was okay. He wasn't, or call 911 or do something like a well-adjusted person would do, But instead, in my neuroses, I walked around him while muttering something about being on my way to a liquor store at 8 a.m. on a weekday and having my own fucking problems to deal with. You ever meet a woman and her whole aesthetic just screams storefront of an adult novelty store? Yeah, it doesn't make my mom a bad person. No, my mom's great. She's the reason I never got addicted to heroin, because by the time I was an adult, she'd given me so much OxyContin, I'd built up a tolerance. But she's always been there for me. When I told her I was seeing a therapist, she called me a whiny little bitch. And I was like, well, congratulations, Mom. You finally got the daughter you always wanted. Some of these girls, they'll just stroll into a baby shower with a handful of thumbtacks and fling them like, yeah, like whip out a plastic water bottle full of brown liquor, bitch slap the mother-in-law, go into gory detail about her last 3 abortions, and not even be invited to the baby shower. These are the kinds of women I tend to date. She'll pour Pabst Blue Ribbon in her morning coffee and say, it's because I'm Irish. She'll blow an Uber driver for a free ride, then give him a 1-star review. This chick finds drugs every time she takes off her bra. But she's a free spirit. She's had sex in a wide variety of porta potties. But to be fair, she puts her thong on just like everybody else, inside out for day 4. You're welcome for that. And I'd like to put a ring on that finger, even though I know I'd just find it in a pawn shop a week later. But now that I've had a boyfriend for a while, I'm starting to come to realize, I am that crazy bitch. You guys are great. I don't think you're introspective enough, though. So I got some advice. Guys, you need to take a good, long, hard look in the mirror and admit that you fucked more couches than people and that you like it. Women, you're not off the hook either. You need to take a good, long, hard look and listen to your hearts and admit that chicks with dicks know what you really want and you actually don't need a man. I got a big dick and I like shopping and talking about my feelings. Ladies, it's a win-win. And, if you're here with a guy that doesn't like that you like that, I don't know. Maybe just remind him of how many couches he's fucked. Couch fuckers in the back. So, I try to stay healthy. I take my vitamin C orally, and my vitamin D rectally. Zinc? Who the hell needs zinc? Unless you're so white that you're crippled by the life-giving rays of the sun. Magnesium, that just sounds like a Marvel supervillain to me. And I'm pretty sure that beta-carotene was that kung fu guy that hung himself while jerking off. And, I asked my doctor what I should be taking, and unfortunately, meth isn't an FDA-approved nutritional supplement. He did give me some mood stabilizers and told me to stop fixating on my own mortality. So, I went home, tied a belt around my neck, and proceeded to cum all over death's doorstep. That joke's called working out and making gains. So, anybody else ever suck a dick and be like, why the hell did I just do that? I'm not as fit as I used to be. Now my neck fucking hurts. I already knew I didn't like the taste of my own jizz. That joke's called yoga class. Joe Biden just recently repealed the ban on transgender people in the military, which is great. I don't think he's being progressive enough, though. I think he needs to equip all his trans folk with military-grade laser eyes and 15-inch bulletproof stiletto heels so that we can march across the countryside converting all you cishet normies into gender-bending weirdos. Like it says in the Bible. You're consuming too much social media when you start dreaming in memes that don't make any sense. Why is Gandalf getting hit in the face with that twisted tea can? you wake up screaming, there's only emojis coming out, and you're like, oh shit, I'm still asleep. And then you wake up for real and find out you've been kicked off Facebook. You know, or you're like me, you're not funny enough to go to Facebook jail, so you're always trying to think of something edgy and relevant to post, like, I see a lot of people posting pictures of their food before they eat it. But social media could be a tough place. Like I was in a political debate with this guy the other day, and he came at me pretty hard. He called me a libtard, trainee, faggot, Satan-worshipping communist, and I was like, hey, you sir, have done your research. Thank you, I'm Steph Stickman.
Please give it up for sex. Say, how fucking great is she? One more time for Steph Stickman. Wow. We still having fun?